We are in Medellin. Medellin or Medellin, however you want to say it. And today we are doing the Comuna 13 tour. So Comuna 13 used to be one of the most dangerous districts in Medellin, but it's been transformed and reformed, and we're going to go find out all about it.
In Comuna 13, the violence was relation with another illegal group presences. For example, ELN, known as guerillas group. Another guerrilla group, it is called Farc, Fuerzas Armadas Revolucionarias de Colombia. And the another group was created in Comuna 13, known as CAP, Comando Armado del Pueblo, known as urban militias. Between 2000 and 2002, Comuna 13 was the most dangerous places in Medellin. Murales represent the mother's nature. In Latin America, it is well known as Pachamama.
So I think there's 6 escalators, and basically it gave loads of people access to the bottom part of town, so like old people, disabled people, kids, because it was on such a steep hill. By putting the escalators in, it meant people could move around the city a bit more easily.
The view is gorgeous. Sun's going down, and that was absolutely beautiful. And to top it off, we're going to get on the metro cable, do a little trip to see what the views have got in store come sunset. So Comuna 13, for something that 10 years ago was a place that you would not even walk into, the people that lived there were scared to leave their homes because illegal armies basically had drawn invisible lines separating the Comuna, and to how it is now is absolutely amazing. You walk through, there's art everywhere, there's people breakdancing, there's music, there's people selling things. People just seem happy. It's the sort of place that I'd quite happily come on a day out on our own and just chill, have a coffee, have a beer and watch the world go by. up here is absolutely beautiful. And a bit of a tip for you, if you go into San Javier station, go all the way to the end of the cable cars and don't go out of the station at the other end, you don't have to pay to come back in. And there's a little viewpoint which we're standing on right now where you can get the most incredible views of Medellin. Today we're off to one of the most famous parks in the city,
Parque Arvi. Arvi Park is a nature reserve, has loads of different hiking trails, has little farmers markets and things, so little stalls selling handicrafts, local food. The only way to get there is via cable cars. The first cable car is included as a normal journey on the travel card, and the next one you have to pay 10,600 pesos. Very high up. My ears are popping. What does the sign tell you not to do?
Do not prance or bustle about.
Stop bustling.
Is that prance? Is that prance? Is this a bustle? I feel like that's bustling. But don't do that. I think it's a nice place to live if you were a tree. So it's a little bit confusing.
Yeah, so there's loads of different trails and walks you can do, guided, non-guided, tours, etc. which you have to pay if you want to do them.
We said, oh, 2 tickets please, we're going to do this trek. No, you can only do that with a guide. So out of all the paths and the treks you can do, there was only a very small number that you could do on your own.
Instead, apparently there's a waterfall that we can walk to, 30
There's a
minutes.
river, waterfall, yeah, so...
Yeah, that sounds a bit better, doesn't it?
Yeah. Where is she? It's a good girl. There she is.
Like a dog that's just like, come on and have a passion.
There it is.
Hey!
This is the waterfall. We were looking for it a minute ago, going, oh, was that it? Was that it? I mean, it's obviously not wet season, so it's not as big as it sometimes could be, but that's more of a waterfall. Really nice, I'll definitely recommend doing that. It was an easy little walk, just what we needed today.
Good amount of nature.
Yeah, and the scenery is beautiful, and I'd actually quite like to camp out here.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of camping, but
Set up for it, isn't it?
yeah, definitely. So now we're going to head back to the cable car at Arvi Park, go back down to the centre of Medellin, and we're going to have a little look around the city centre.
Frank?
Did you like that one? Nearly got left behind, didn't you, sweetheart?
I really tried hard not to buy it as well. I was crying.
That would be such a shame if I had to go back on my own. Does look like that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We've just got off the metro at Parque Arvi and we are now in Plaza Botero, is that what it's called? Yeah. Plaza Botero? And there's loads of these weird fat statues which is doing wonders for my self-confidence. You taking photos of his willy, Soph? She's such a pervert. Taking a photo of us. Me and Soph did not know that there was two bronze statues of us both in Medellin.
No wonder we keep getting stared at. Yeah.
Fattered. I mean fattered. Plaza Botero is mental, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the busiest place we've seen in about a year.
Yeah, it's absolutely packed. It's a little bit grubby, little bit smelly, little bit hot, little bit noisy, but
it's exciting.
I absolutely loved it, and I would highly recommend it. Go sit there for a couple of hours and just watch Colombian city life happen. I tell you what, it ain't like England city life, is it at all? And as a whole, Medellin, I really, really like it.
Yeah, I feel like we need to come back.
Yeah, I feel like me being ill for like writing off a day and a half, kind of, you know, we could have done so much more in that day. And the fact that the metro just connects the whole city just makes everything so easily accessible, and you could easily get lost here for a few weeks, I reckon. So now we're getting on a bus, 2 hours up the road and heading to
Guatape.